Hi, I love you, and my name is Theodore, in love with you all, who will be me, the Christ, beyond that now, growing up to be God in two shoes, yours, with your face, your smile, your laughter, crowning the King that's you, to be you in your kingdom, a sphere not conquered with failure again by words of man. I ask you to be you standing up, initiating, exercising your privilege to be Christ, who you really are, or beyond that icon, beyond that story, beyond those books that incarcerate that idea, that man, that story in another person. We no more lock Christ in that person, but Christ being you, who will be it, learning how to exercise your right, title, and privilege to be in the land of promise that you develop, creating you, the new creation of, and being it, coming out of all of the mess we've been in to no more be conquered by it. So you will live a life of joy now, knowing your word matters. Your word matters to you. Your word matters to me. You create with your word, by your mouth, the privilege of the King's King, who will be it. Kinging it, the girls do, with wombs, who have the trees of life in their seed. Or do you, O God? Man, will you not be tormented by anymore that takes it from you? Will you see what you are creating with every word of your mouth? With every thought perceived? Or what is your kingdom doing to you this day, O God? Or are you standing up, initiating love to be it? Will you take love into your own hands? Not will you surrender to it? Love, will you be it? Love, words will you emit that love each other and destroy not the God of one, who we all are, if we be truly in love with love. This is God's school, the School of God in Eureka Springs. My name is Theodore Cottingham, teaching you to be God is my passion, my mission. God in two shoes, yours. God in two shoes that wears your high heels, your hosiery, your stockings, your blessings distributing to all those about you, because you heal the powers that be not, but you are becoming the power that is, no longer conquered by other. If you will stand now. And it takes guts and it takes time. It takes devotion, not to a God of other that you're worshiping. Christ, not again will you worship Or will you all be one? Or are you willing to understand the story and be the story about that comes through the story to progress the progressive Christ? Becoming God, becoming equal with God first, becoming who you are in your speech, your mind, your palace of light, not tormented by other. Will you meet me like this in the wee mornings, recording your broadcast? No matter what you say, or will you say new things you never imagined, never heard from man before, never read in print? Will you be the living word? Will you be casting your pearls before swine no more that corroborate an infiltration of other? Will you be the original you that needs not words to speak, to be spoken to? Are you intent communicating with now? Are you love, who will love each other and heal each other by your intent? No more this laying on of hands thing. There's no more transmission of your failure, trying to hide a God or summon it. I reveal God to God. I'm a simple man, and I know you are God whether you know it or not, because you came from no other seed. You birthed your own, not, or will you birth it now, being the seed? You are the kingdom come in you. Will you grow it up correctly this time with the tree of life, flourishing each other in kindness, joy, and afflictionless being? Because you are the one that powers you. You have no other power? Or what do you think? What do you think life is this day, oh God? Of what source? Who gave you the ability to speak, blink your eyes, hear a word, utter a sound? What is your life breathing you of? A different race, the generation of no more? Or are you regenerating me, the Christ, that's you, growing it up? No longer a religious matrimony to. I'm no longer married to your religions or anything that points to Christ, me, God, or anything else. I am God in Two Shoes Cottingham because I became it. I developed the consciousness of one that looks like you. Now, will you be Christ in your shoes too, the progressive one that comes out of the iconic privilege, not, or will you icons no more be worshiping? Pictures of, images as, will you no more be cast in stone to you or separate from what you worshiped? Will you no more worship you in cloth? Or will you be the simple surrendered one who leads now all who will listen to you to heal them? Their healing powers with that heal each other because they love surrendered to, like this, to grow the tree of life. They spoke their word in the garden. They ate their fruit, not the seed eaters of. Or will you change all? Did you know about the writings of me? And will you write me, first person me? I'm at box 34 in Eureka Springs. Or am I talking about you? Or what can you see in these broadcasts being said to you to be, becoming you, the real God that needs not the lamb sacrificed to other? We no more kill each other on your pews. Will you no longer seek followers so you can dissect them? Or sect? Are you no longer the dialects of? Will you be a people of joy, grace, and privilege? It takes guts to stand up. It takes guts to say you are God. If you are humble enough to do it and be it, who love is. Not the haters crowd of worshiping or getting confused about this. Lesson 33, not or am I changing all of my titles, not again. Or am I numbering the ones that matter? Or are you mattering to you? Will you be the priority of you, not just working for someone else, not just living a life of sorrow? Will you come into your power? Will you develop your grace? Will you flow your light, living the King's life that crowns it? O crowned one, be the living this day of you, not needing a man's paycheck charms of. Or will you selectively no more control another? Or are you coming out of all control so that you selected you to be the select you? Will you receive you? Will you perceive you? Are you willing to think like you've never thought before? In humility, humble of life, humble of trees not, or are you it, the one of life, that flourishes obedience, not again, to a school of thought? This is a school of being Christ and going beyond it. This is a school of coming into Godhood 101, Godship 101, God 101. God will you be? Guided by no other's words when you originate yours to be the king in your kingdom between your ears. The palaces of light, hear me, hear my words. I ask you to be Christ with, not again, an idea of, that takes it from you being it. Let the ideas of those perish, but mine shall flourish the opportunities may. And I shall behold a Lamb of God, not stamped out on your assembly line anymore to be other conformist views as. I change everything. And my name is Christ, not the burden of, but Christ reveal this day to afflictionless be, the afflictioned no more by you. I ask you to stand up. It takes guts to initiate. It takes gumption to write. To pick up a little pen. May seem so heavy, not, or are you heavy burdens no more under? Or are you willing to come through what you've been in all your life and no longer linger there, languishing in language of peril? Will you write the first person words of me? Lord, ship of terror no more under. Will you be the Lord of you? No more kinging another. Or will you king everyone you see with the respect of the Lamb of God, who knows not its name, but coming into it is? Will you be gentle and kind with the arrogant, the brash, the braggarts? The ultimate arrogant will you no more be about you, because you're one of them not, but you're becoming the original you, if you're me willing to be. I am Love in Two Shoes Cottingham, asking you to be Love in Two Shoes yours, to love each other, love your families, be patient, gentle. Learn how to learn from them, not, or will you learn to learn from you, your own voice with, emanating, generating the power of love, kindness, forgiveness, forgiving you first for all you've done and not, and all anyone has done to you. Forgive you, forgive them. Forgive the Son of Man. Or were we all the Son, the daughter too? Were we all one, but one? Genderless will you be now, in your word, reproducing light, joy, peace. Everlasting, scalar, vector is not of you. I change what you built on, not. I change the fabrication of mankind's mind, not to be other. Or will you change what you fabricate in you this day? O God, the creation of you, are you creating you this very minute, this moment? I ask you to be God, growing it up. God in two shoes, flesh, arrangement of marriage, not again, but in the heavens I go now, and I marry me. Or have I married my words right here, between my ears? Have I loved them? Have they loved me? God, you are the Father, Son, daughter. Mixed up about these things, please no more be. Be the lamb sacrificed to you, not again by the words of other, on your altar where you slaughter you. I ask you to grow up. I ask you to know every word is not perfect, but perfect enough to lead you, to guide you into all truth, with your truth becoming not separate from mine. I live truth, the tree of. I emit the rays of love to light your path, for you to see yours being lit now by your words that light others also. So we repair the wingship of mankind. Not, but we grow our own in our mind first. So I ask you to write papers. You see, there's a development process of the mind of God. God works this way, lives this way. God is God, a mind of, the consciousness of life, peace, and joy without your war. So I ask you to come into the lessons of faith, never again to be subservient to another or worshiping another God. I ask you to be God. I ask you to see that being equal is truth with truth, to have the truth emanate from you, where your kingdom is flourished by your word and heals the equality of manship not again, tainted by its control, suffering the wrath of each other. I ask you to heal and be healed. I ask you to speak and be spoken to with love in your genes, not repairing the other, but growing brand new ones. Etching your life with the past, not again, but the DNA of truth that receives it, that flows it, that becomes the everlasting one, because we all are one, and one of many ones make one whole, and the whole is us, not the hologram of you suffering in, or was it a world of joy that got tainted with its words, or belligerent with its power? Or are you changing what you do with yours? The power of the word. Will you surrender to no other but you and originate yours this time? I ask you to be God in your shoes, taking love into your own hands, not or will you write it with a writing pen, a pencil, a typewriter, a computer, the digitized form of me, not worshiping again. I'm no more the hologram of you looking at, thinking reality it's of. I live like this, talk like this, speak like this, teach like this. These are my lessons to you, God, to be it. Where you receive it, your kingdom come in you, developing it. To God be. Served not again by the church to destroy it, but healing you, will you come out of where you've been, tainted by law, tainted by words, interpretations, misunderstandings, control methods of the rich and famous, not, or are you changing what you do with you? Are you no longer lackluster you, lacking anything? Will you create me, O God, to be you, O God, that God one mind is, in love with, love, destroying it not again, please. My name is Theodore Cottingham. What's yours this day? Lovers of love, will you be? Lovers, will you emanate, radiating the King of Kings, that you developing it in your developmental methods, the education of one. Will you be at the table of joy, the table with a writing utensil, where you write me, my words, to me, not my verbatim words? Or will you write them upon your heart that you emanate? Or what are your words doing to you this day, O God? What are you creating with them? Time for another, not again. Or will you give me 4 hours a day? Will you work for no other? Or has the day come to work for no other man? What are you tolerating? No more, God. What are you? The power of one. And I see my power. And I obey it not, but it destroys me not again. My power is love manifest in love. Bodies of one who need them not to peril be in or seek another or be fearful of you. I live love. My name is light, love and peace, joy, personified in a man, a woman who will be it. I'm asking you to be it. To pick up your pen and write me at box 34 and say, I'm struggling with this. I have not the guts, the gumption, the background. If that's the case, or maybe you're a brain surgeon, not, or what are you doing each time you write the word with grace, where surrender you have placed upon your forehead to surrender to no other? What rays, R-A-Y-S, are raising you to be who you are? Take you to death no more, please. Surrender to death no more. Defeat your enemy not, or will you have defeated death? By the time your tongue praises me not, but praise not another? Or will you simply be the surrendered who light the love of joy in many now, that conquer their frame of reference not, but shed light on their path so they see they are the emanator of love, joy, and peace now too? Will you heal the world of its suffering? Will joy you love live? Will you, the live stream, be of you, living the Christ life of one? God, the apparel of. Coming through it, will you take off your flesh? Not again for another to lay it down to be used of its energy. I am the energy of one, Christ life, going beyond it. Having been it, done before I have, I do again, before you. Or is it you I'm talking to or about? You see, energy of one is prevalent and prevailing. And the winds of my suffering wind up me not again, but I wind up a lot of things on earth, and they shall no more recoil again over me to strike me, my heel or my head. I heal the bodies of one to light be, and I ask you to stand up and enjoy being who you are, who you really are. See your beauty this day. See your kindness. See being afflictionless. For you imagine it not, or do you think it into place? Or do you write it with the words of I am the King? the blessed of Mary, not, or is it your womb rejecting love no more? Are you the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost no more about? I am the women in peace. I am the wombs of the Word of mine who love is. So that love sheds its properties not on another to be raped by them. My name is Love in Two Shoes Cottingham, asking you to be Love in Two Shoes yours, standing up, writing the words, the first person words of you, where you learn to surrender and see God in you, speaking of you, to be it you the story about, healing love, to be it. No more affliction of your crosses. I'm not there. I came through yours not, but I came through mine, and I'm no more agonizing about it. And you will not agonize over each other's path. You will let them decide as I let you. And it's time to regenerate love, joy, and peace with the beings of light, not being conquered by flesh anymore. Beings of light, rise. Beings of light, arise. In your faith not, but your pen. Your word that develops you into the kings. To be it, kinging each other. The King of Kings is but one. Fools no more for another. So this is the lesson this day in the school of God. Kinging the kings who will king each other, who king you first by you, your words of that surrender to be the lamb no more slaughtered by you, that you heal you, come into your own forgiveness of you and each other. Heal, love, and be it. Love your neighbor. Be integrity with. Integrity be. Keep your word. It's important. It matters. To me, it matters to you. It matters to what you are, forming you to be, with and of the arrangement of you. Are you assembling now this day in what you decide? Are you creating you, oh God, again? I wish it were so. Not. It is. I am is being repaired, not by you who think it's other. I'm growing a brand one, a brand new one, a brand new me. And I ask you to also, a new tree of life that love stomps out, not again calling it other, trying to design something for the soul. For I have no soul here that I'm trying to save or repair. I'm adopting the King, not. I'm repairing your brandishing methods, not, but you will no more brand me. Apostolic of, nor heretical, for I see the light that I'm it. And I lit am by my words, like this that I study. I listen to these recordings. I write many words about them. My words are published. I publish my words. I publish my light. I go afar. I come back. I'm here before you in your mirror with the energy of one, if you will be it too. Love God and be it, no matter what your name for it. No matter what you call it in the past or plan to call it in the future, I ask you to surrender to God, to be God. learning God that you have the words of to recreate you over again as God with love, joy, and peace this time. Fear not the angels who don't know their name. Fear not the angels who corroborate other seen to. Fear not fear. And most of all, fear not love. I ask you to be loving your shoes standing up this day. Taking the reins of appropriateness, not, or will you, but make little steps to call me, write me. Come to my seminars. Come to the table of one. Get up at 2 a.m. to write your words that mine are. Will you write your way into paradise? Sing your songs, creating love? Will you dance with me? The me that is here in you, that I am, that you are. The one race of energy not in peril. I sown my words have, and you do with them what you will in your garden. But I flourish mine, and I live love, and I joy in the angels who will be love lit, dancing with me in the heavens of one mind. God is joy of one, healed by love, with love, being the originator again in your shoes, please be. I love you all. Theodore with the School of God in Eureka Springs. Coming this spring, new classes here that you attend in person? Or are you changing where you live, oh God, or all the things that you do? Say, see, sign, talk about. Exchange with love, to love be. The inter-exchange of no other. I see love manifest everywhere by the women who will stand up because they have a womb for me of love that is them, and no more terror in their veins. I see love, joy lifted up, and peace being among the nations, restoring heaven to this here earth because it hears us. And we call each other to grace be, the crowned ones of all, to all be the one. The story's about you. Live love and point to no other. You're responsible for you. Heal you, forgive you, grow you up. Be equal with God. To God be the developer, creator that languishes no more in the language of your words patterned after you were in the past. I love you. Live stream me. I love you. Categorically deny me no more. Be the category of one. Live love. I love you all. My name is Theodore. Good day. School of God be. schoolofgod.com. Subscribe to my words on YouTube. Subscribe. And prescribe no other words to live by but yours who originate love, the tree of life, grown by you. Stand up, initiate, be the real you. Believe in you, for I do. Unto faith not, but love. Live the joy of one. Good day. schoolofgod.com. School of God. God be. For you are, and now you all know. And this is the 33rd sermon, not, but living a life of joy. Lesson 8 me well. I love you all. Good day.